Well, good morning, folks. Today's Monday. Feels like Monday, too. A little bit of cloudiness. I got some calling for some rain possibly today. Looking pretty bad, but it may pour the rain in Barbersville and then skip over us and then pour in Milton. So, you can't go by that. And I usually, even whenever unless it's raining when I first get up, I usually just go on to work because most of the time you can get your day in. But what we got planned here today is we'll take this hump right here off and we're gonna push it down in here and kind of contour this into that lot, make that lot look a lot better. We got a lot of this old scrapage, all this old topsoil sticks and everything. What's left, we'll shove it right over in here and use it to kind of build this contour in right here. Got a good place to put it. We'll clean all this up down in here with all them sticks and whatnot. Clean all them up. We got some pipe. Brought us some pipe with us today. Should be all of it. That's to put our roads and stuff in with. We got a lot going on, and got getting everything greased up this morning. trying to get everything done. I'm gonna probably shove some over in that corner over in there too. All this in here will get cleaned up. Shove it over in there. Clean it all up. Just trying to make light of everything. Trying to get some completions done on this project. I still got to drape and clean all this up, and I got to build this road to come down through here and kick it out. All that water up in that holler, we're going to route it around the creek somewhere and bring it down here and put a culvert in. I mean, we're getting pretty close. All that dirt over in there, I need to get that dressed up and tracked in before it does rain. If it does rain on it, it ain't gonna hurt a whole lot, but I'd rather have it tracked in. Just a busy day ahead of us. A busy day ahead of us. So let's get at it. Well, it's about 6 o'clock, 6:30, something like that, and we got quite a bit done today. Just me and Pooh Bear. We're down a guy, so it happens. Got the house seat pretty close. I got all my ditches in the back. I got to put a little bit more topsoil on that steep bank over and walk it in. I got to finish. I got it all pretty much dressed. I just got to track all that face in between them trees and stuff, and I got to finish this stretch of the road. I can't finish this stretch of the road until I get what dirt I need out of there. Because whatever dirt I don't take out of there, I'm gonna bring it down in here and build this up. And then I gotta put my culvert in here and run it underneath the road. But and I bought me a new pair of boots. They're Georgia boots. My Justins. I had a pair of Justins for over a year. And Justin boots, they're not the most comfortable, and let me rephrase this, from my opinion and my experiences in logger boots. I wear a logger boot. I've worn a logger boot for 20 years. They are not the most comfortable boot. The leather is a really good leather. That part's great. But as far as walking around for long periods of time, it's standing mostly. Walking don't bother me, it's standing. They absolutely kill my feet and my back. But I love a Justin logger. Well, Justin hasn't been making loggers, and they've depleted all the stock, and I can't find them. My second choice is usually Thorogood, and I've got a brand new set of Thorogoods in the box. And I just was bebopping down through town on Saturday in the boot store down here in Barbersville, D&D Outfitters. I love them. I love them people in there. Darren in there, he knows his boots, and he's good to me. If I go in there and he sees me, he comes right over and he talks to me, and he told me that these Georgia boots are good boots. He said they're good in quality. They're like $180, $165, which is on the cheaper side than what I normally spend, but I like them. I like them real well. So we got 2 culverts in today. This is a 30-inch. I wished it had been a little bit wider, but I mean, this is sufficient for what we're doing. I'm gonna bring a couple more loads in here and dump it and get this built up a little bit. I probably can cut a little bit more out of this, but I got a nice crown to it. Got my ditches started. I'm gonna finesse this. That way they can't come off the blacktop and just jump across it. If they come across that, they're gonna know they come across something, ain't they? We got this creek fixed. Got all of it put back. There's a big old mound of stuff in there. It gets spread around. That's one of my tree stumps. We got this creek all fixed back, put back where it was. It turned out pretty nice. This is called Chinese bamboo. It's a cousin to the coronavirus. That's probably what they made the vaccine out of, is Chinese bamboo. That's why it's so cheap and easy to make, because there's Chinese bamboo everywhere. We gotta put some riprap and shot rock on the end of our culverts. We'll do that probably tomorrow. And I'm gonna haul some more loads of dirt over here. But that looks nice. I think I put a couple more loads in here and raise this, get some of this belly out of it. I can cut a little bit of that hump right there off. I built that up because that wasn't really good soil. I probably like to leave it the way it is, but I need to kind of build this up, so it'll probably have a little bit of a, because it ain't gonna matter. This over here is lower than that over there anyway, so it's gonna have a little bit of a downhill slope in it, regardless. So let's go over here, get us a couple more loads of dirt, bring them over here and dump them, and let's try to get this locked in today before we go home. I'm gonna take the dozer or the excavator, come over here, and I'm gonna smear that around and play with that, make that look nice. I mean, we're getting close. This road here will be ready for gravel tomorrow. I might try to get a hold of stones and see if they want to bring me some stone in over here, because I say by tomorrow I can have, well, I got to take a little bit of that and shove that around, clean that old house up, and we got to dress that up a little bit and dress this up over in here. We shouldn't even be over in here no more. I'd love to get this road here stoned tomorrow, well, or Wednesday. And then I gotta put them culverts in and finish this, so. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're whipping its butt. All right, let's go over and get this dump truck. Well, we're giving her a drink. Right at 8 o'clock. I was really wanting to leave a little bit earlier. We still gotta load up. We gotta load up the old skid steer, its grapple, and we could go ahead and take the bush hog back too. I don't think we're gonna need it. I don't think we're gonna need it. I can go ahead and get it out of here. That'd be less stuff that could grow legs and walk away. And then I'm sent a message to the customer about this crossing over here. We need to add another stick of culvert in there. We don't really need a whole stick, but we're gonna go ahead and add a stick. The road has got a significant dip in it. If I cut one side of it down to where it don't have that dip, then we're gonna have a dip on the other end where you first come in. If I cut down that end, which would be like where the lot's gonna be, somewhere it's gotta come back up because I can't cut the whole lot down. To make it look the best, put another piece of culvert in there, fill it in and raise that dip up. I mean, you're probably still gonna have a little bit of a dip, but nothing like it is. Pollen. Haven't heard anything back yet, so hopefully I hear something before, too long. That way I'd like to send Pooh Bear after it in the morning when he gets to work. I can just put the rack on that Chevrolet, and he can. I've hauled 48 inch on the rack, so he could haul a 30 inch easy on the rack as long as they take it easy when they load it and they don't slam it down. But he could go get the culvert, and I can come on over here and start greasing and get to work on getting the field took over there. And that way, by the time he gets here, I should have about all the field over there. We just throw it in, and be done. But I'll try to take you over and show you what I'm talking about in just a minute. Okay. Customer sent me a text. Okay. Right here's the first little dip. Now I can get a lot of this out of here, but I probably won't. I'm gonna go ahead. There's a little dip in here too, which a lot of that'll come out of there. I don't know how I didn't notice that one. But I can take, get out of here, buggy. I'm gonna take a little bit of this off. I can take a little bit of that out. And I can get rid of a lot of this hump in here. This is actually a little bit too high anyway. That's where I shoved a bunch of dirt in there just so I could level my truck up when I was dumping. But I can shove that off. But this is what I worry about. It looks funny. Like there's no way around it. You're dipping down. I could cut a little bit more of this top off. And that might be what I do. After I come up here and looking at it. I could cut some of this off and shove it straight ahead and marry this line together. I think that's what I'll do. See, it got a little soft on me and squeezy on me, so I was putting material in there. You can see the hump in it right there. But I think if I rear back in there and start pulling this way, I can cut 2 feet of that off. But it'll be a grade going up. Is what it'll end up being. It's going to end up being a grade going up to meet that out there. Oh well. It don't really matter. 6 one way and half a dozen another probably. I know it would look, anything will look better than what it looks like out here now. Pooh Bear have a few pieces of stuff to pick up out here, but nothing real bad. I got all this cleaned up. That's where that old house and stuff was. We got all of it cleaned up today. Now you can see it. Shoot, let me walk over here. It just gets on my nerves. This is my presentation, you know? See how it dips down, then it starts coming back up. Okay, if I rear back, but see, I like that grade. See, I like all this grade here. I like all this. So if I cut this down, it's gonna come in, and it's gonna start coming down, and then it's gotta come back up sooner or later. I don't know, I'm my own worst critic. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'm sure. Beat myself up some more. Let's go get the excavator. Oh, there's the house seat. House seat turned out nice, ain't it? That's a big old house seat. Let's go get the excavator off the hill. I might just leave it up there. I'll just go up there and lock it up right there. That's where it's going. That's where it's got to be in the morning, I think, anyway. Let's load this stuff up and go home.